What is up, everybody? Welcome to the fourth episode, but the first episode of the Untitled podcast in 2021. I'm your host, Sebastian. Alongside, we got Joe, we got Amari, and we got Zach.
Howdy.
Welcome to 2021. We don't know what's going to happen, but we start off with you, Joe. How was your New Year's?
It was lit.
What did you do?
I want to keep the show PG, so I'm not going to tell you.
You had a lot of fun? Amari, what did you do?
I went to SeaWorld. Saw the fireworks.
Yeah. And Zach?
Did some fireworks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, we shot fireworks.
Yeah. We shot fireworks.
Yeah.
I got a little lit, and then I started walking to the fireworks stand.
We couldn't do it over there because
You guys think it would be
they banned it for like the whole day.
That's
we couldn't do that. Yeah.
Dang.
We were on a curfew.
I wanted to have a Roman candle fight.
Yeah.
Same.
Me, you, and Garrett should have had the fight in Philly.
We should have.
So we are in 2021. Today is January 10th, and
sorry it took so long to make another episode.
It's fine. We're good. We're all back in Florida after our mini break.
Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah.
From December, Christmas, and New Year's. But we're good. We're starting a new year right with the first episode of 2021. So let's get started.
Okay.
What is your New Year's resolution for this year?
To be a better person. Like that's ever going to happen.
Mine's just to get a job. Start my career. What about you, Amari?
What's New Year's resolutions? I don't make those.
What is one of your goals for this year in 2021?
Yeah, what's your
what goals do you have?
Yeah, do you have a goal that you want to meet by the end of the year?
Obviously get better with, music, producing all that, and hopefully release an album this year. That's pretty much it.
Listen, albums are a way of the past now, unfortunately. You just have to do singles and EPs throughout the year.
I have done singles and EPs. That's why I want to do an album.
One of my favorite artists, she doesn't do albums. She's been out since 2014, 15. She does 2 or 3 singles a year or just an EP a year. And she's still relevant.
Is she?
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
Well, for an indie artist, yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
She's big in Australia.
Yeah, that's where she's from.
Who are we talking about?
Kidda Alexander.
She's great.
She does slap.
So we're finally over with 2020. What a year.
What?
Oh yeah, you didn't get you didn't ask Zach.
Oh man, we forgot Zach. All right. Your New Year's resolution, if you do one, or goals you have for this year.
Now it's murder Seb.
Ooh,
that's a fair goal.
That's a good one.
I think everybody wants to do that.
But I just want 100% Yakuza.
Yeah, you're close.
It broke me.
Yeah, you were broken the other night. This man was literally rage personified as a person.
What other goals do you have in life, Zach, for this year?
I don't really do New Year's resolutions.
Or what do you want to do this year? Or what do you want to achieve or accomplish?
Can we just talk about for a second how New
Year's
Year's resolutions are a waste of time?
Yeah, I think
they can be, because most of the time people
no one follows them.
You literally after 1 month you're the same person.
Yeah,
it's always I'm gonna lose weight.
That's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna be more happy, etc., etc. Cutting off toxic relationships. Then after 1 month, you're already back with your ex-boyfriend and shit.
Hey, don't put that bad juju on me.
New number at the end of a date doesn't make you a new person. Doesn't change everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good mindset to have.
But you should have goals for the new year.
One thing about New Year's resolutions is people oh, I want to lose more weight, or I want to do this. Well, why do you want to do it now? It's the new year. Your problem. Why don't you just do it? Whenever you feel like that's a problem.
It's a good mindset, but you're not gonna the hardest part is being consistent about it. Nobody's ever consistent about it.
Let me be the pessimistic piece of shit.
It's for me, I want to get shredded for this year.
You won't be.
And
I'm not. I know I'm not because I'm lazy and
yeah.
It's hard, but that's one of my goals.
Would you believe that I set a New Year's goal to get shredded back when I was 17, 18? I actually did it. Went to the gym every day with my buddy, and we just
killed it.
But did you get shredded?
Yeah, me and Alex got shredded.
Shredded 6-pack muscles and all that.
Yeah, and then I just I said forget about it. I just worked on cardio. That's all
Yeah.
I cared
So we've all set our goals or whatever we want.
about. Another one is me and Zach. We're gonna actually set up our streaming concert like movie universe.
And you're getting your house.
Yeah, we're getting a house.
House.
That's good.
House soon.
House.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah, in the wrestling ring, we're actually gonna start. Practicing.
Supposedly they're getting a wrestling ring.
Hey, you're putting money in too.
We don't know about that. I mean,
You
Probably.
agreed to this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, you
Probably.
agreed like 2 months
I'm
ago.
pretty sure we all agreed to it.
I
Even
agree on
Andrew agreed to it.
that. Yeah. Who's that? No, I'm playing. No, I'm
Are you an idiot?
playing. So yeah, 2021. We don't. Hopefully, it's not the same as last year.
It's really looking like it's gonna be.
We're
the same
still
as
in a
last year.
We're still in a pandemic.
People raided the Capitol.
People raided the Capitol, which
Ted Cruz killed a cop.
Well, yeah.
let's talk about that. What was it? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 6th, right?
Yeah, I think it was the 6th.
Yeah, that was. I think that's definitely a bad way to start the year.
Me
like-
and Zach were at the Capitol not too long ago. Before that.
Yeah,
So-
you
so
guys
see,
were.
on one hand, it
you
was
guys were in
terrible
December.
that it
Yeah.
happened. On the other hand, I loved watching it.
Yeah, some guy killed himself by
Why?
tasing his balls.
It was a shit show and it was great.
It felt like-
but also terrible.
Like when
it-
they ran up
yeah.
the.
So
Sorry,
It felt like a zombie apocalypse or
It
something.
looked like Call of
Yeah.
Duty zombies.
Yeah.
Pretty
there-
much.
there was one guy that raided the Capitol who tased himself in the balls, had a heart attack, and died.
They're thinning themselves out.
Yeah, there was a lot of memes
Yeah.
and stuff on.
Hey,
on Twitter
just
and
just
social
remember,
media.
everyone's getting arrested for raiding the Capitol can now never own a gun or vote again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny how life
Fixing
works.
this, hold up. But yeah, that'll probably go down as one of the worst days in history, I guess.
I can't wait till my kids.
It's like, when was the last
study
time?
2021, and we're like, oh, I lived that firsthand.
The 6th day of
Yeah.
2021, and
Yeah,
we're
like-
already.
Oh yeah, before
This
they raided the
happened.
Capitol, me and some friends went.
I'm gonna play that one zombies map in Black Ops 2 and be like,
Oh,
yeah,
the Pentagon.
This was January 6, 2021.
Yeah, that was not a good way to start. Well, yeah, so we're just going with the flow in this
Yeah.
podcast.
It's like your first
You
one
didn't have-
without actual bullet points.
Yeah, no
Feels
bullet
nice.
points, nothing planned. So what do you want to talk about?
Why don't you start? I want to hear.
All right,
what's
bet.
on your
Let's
mind?
talk about Ecuador.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's talk about Ecuador for a little bit. Since you guys, of course, haven't been there.
Obviously.
Obviously, we'll go one day. Don't worry. So yeah, I was there for a month. Celebrated New Year's and Christmas back with the fam. We were on a curfew
Yeah.
a week, 2 weeks later after I got there.
Did that stop people from celebrating the win?
No,
Yeah.
we were on the streets. So every year there's this tournament.
Mhm.
And Ecuador has their own version of Barcelona. So and Barcelona is like the top team in Ecuador. So they play this. I forgot how many teams, but they play this tournament from summer all the way to December. And the winner, whoever wins, it's always like there's always a big party in the streets. So obviously, when Barcelona wins, there's a big party in this famous street in the city, where fans go after the game is over and just go hardcore celebrating. Like, it's worse than here in the States. You know those parades that they do every year,
Yeah.
like NBA and NFL and all those sports teams.
That's why you don't go to the parade. You go out the night of.
No, they go the night off or the day after. But these
Look at Philly after the Eagles won.
yeah, but
It's a great
this is
Some
like,
guy ate horse shit.
because we're still in a pandemic. There was only about 500 people, but 2016 was the last time this team won. There was a good 20,000 people in the streets, celebrating and stuff. But yeah, I had a fun time. Ate
That's
a lot.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
I went to Philly for the first time ever.
Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, they're amazing there. Jim's is the best cheesesteak I have had and probably will ever have.
It's the best.
Did you climb up the rocky?
Yeah, we did.
Not climb, but like
We walked up. Yeah.
walked up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of idiots doing like the whole thing, like they were standing at the top doing the hand stuff and all that. Yeah, we made fun of them. They deserve it.
So do you now realize why I don't get cheesesteaks outside of Philly?
Well, you get them at Wawa.
But like,
They're
it-
just solid. They're just
it's-
gas station.
Wawa is the closest thing.
Yeah.
I won't get one anywhere else outside the city.
But like a fresh deli or something like that. No,
No,
they don't
you
sell
get
that?
them from like just like restaurants, was it John's? Was just a hole in the wall place.
Yeah. There are places that only do cheesesteaks.
But John's isn't just cheesesteaks.
No, John's is like roast pork.
Yeah.
And cheesesteaks.
But it's a roast pork place though. Yeah.
They just
Next time we
have
go,
a
I should
really
try
good
it.
cheesesteak.
I hope next time we go, they actually have Cheese Whiz, because Gouda on it, or whatever we had on it, was
Provolone.
provolone. I wasn't a fan of it.
Gouda's good.
Yeah, Gouda is good,
And-
but not on a cheesesteak. I don't know, like the provolone.
It's
on it,
good.
It just, I don't know, it didn't hit.
Just don't get American.
But we live in America.
Don't get American.
Okay. Bet.
America, the land of the
Idiots.
what is it called? Of the free and home of the brave. Yeah. Yeah, America. It's sad. So, yeah.
What are you looking at me like that?
I don't know, but
Sebastian's
I'm
just
already-
like somebody come up with a different topic.
yeah, I'm already.
Hey, what did you do over Christmas break, Mari?
What do you think I did? I went
Just
back
game?
home. I went back home.
Did you game though, like the whole time?
No, I was honestly
Did
I
you
was
party?
out. Like I was out the most time.
Yeah.
Like I was always going like downtown. I go over to Mississippi for a bit because my cousins and
I'm
crap.
sorry. Mississippi.
It's not okay. There's
North
They have-
Mississippi.
don't they have the,
yeah, like
the biggest
it
river?
depends on what part.
Mississippi River?
Yeah, it depends
go
on
there.
what part of Mississippi you go to.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Memphis,
Yeah.
so Olive Branch, Mississippi, we don't really consider that Mississippi. We just
Yeah.
consider that another branch of Memphis. And
That's fair.
that part is like honestly the safest part of
Like,
Mississippi you'll ever
how
go
far
to.
would you say like a drive is?
A drive to Mississippi?
Yeah.
For me, it takes me about 45 minutes to get.
So
to
it's
Olive
like
Branch.
for me like going to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's like about like an hour drive.
Mhm.
It's probably like the distance I was from Camden.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
South Jersey barely counts.
Dirty.
As Jersey.
can
South Jersey is like the boardwalks are nice, but like the way you talk about North Jersey, like it's
North Jersey is a shithole.
crime.
Can we just add for the fact
It's
that
trash.
like, most of the people we meet from New Jersey we don't like.
Facts.
Yeah.
We've already
The-
experienced
the,
that.
The only good people from Jersey are in the DIY punk community.
Yeah. One thing about Philly I really loved was the historical stuff. Like you go walk around there and it's just like homes from like the 1700s and all that, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing.
There are like museums there too.
Yeah, museums,
Yeah.
but a lot of them were like closed. Like
Joe saw the Liberty Bell and like came.
yeah, like I love history. Like it's my thing. Like seeing all that stuff.
Washington also has all that.
Yeah, Washington was cool. Like when we went, the reflection pool frozen completely.
I went for the summer, so I didn't
So
like.
we-
I haven't
You
been.
could throw ice
Yeah,
across
we
it,
were
and it made a
throwing
cool
ice
I haven't
sound.
been in the winter, but yeah.
Yeah, we were just picking a piece of ice and throwing it across the whole thing.
It made a cool sound.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
take a picture of
Nice.
the?
Lincoln. We took a picture.
Yeah. What's it called again?
The Washington Monument.
The
No.
penis?
It's not the Pentagon. Is it the Pentagon?
The
I don't know what
Capitol.
you're talking about.
That
the
the triangle. It's like this
The Washington.
rectangle,
The one
tall
that goes
building.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Washington Monument.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we went there. We took a picture in front of it.
The
Did you take
penis.
the? Do they still have the ferries, the tours, and all that?
No, everything was like.
Oh, they weren't doing that.
Yeah, a lot of things was closed down there.
Oh.
Well, you see, we're in a pandemic.
We went to south
Yeah,
of the
but it's
border.
America, and you know.
South of the border
America's
was probably
stupid.
one of the most racist places I've been to, but also one of the best places I've been to. It's just a Mexican themed road stop.
South of the border's a thing.
Yeah, like it's like, oh my god, this is racist. It's all Mexican themed, fat Mexican mascot and all that. But you go there and it's just like
His name's Pedro.
Pedro. Yeah, it was just like, damn, I kind of love this.
Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah,
They, at South of the border, they have a fireworks shop.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, those like boxes of fireworks you can get that have like different types. They were selling one for like $700. The legal limit of gunpowder you can buy in one sitting.
What was?
Huh.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna change topics a little bit.
Oh my god.
What topic are we changing? to?
When we're COVID, when the vaccine is available, are you gonna take? Are you gonna?
I'm probably gonna wait till like third, like wave of vaccines just to see how it affects people before I go out and get it.
Yeah.
Because I want to go back to concerts. I want to go in the mosh
not
pits
gonna
again.
happen.
Yes.
So give me that vaccine so I can go in there.
Vaccine doesn't prevent you from getting COVID
It's
again.
just it's like the flu. It doesn't
That's-
prevent you from getting the
That's
flu.
literally what vaccines
Yeah.
are meant for.
So why are people saying that if you take it, you can't get it anymore?
It's like a 95% chance of not getting it.
Yeah.
And that 95% chance of not
I
getting
don't-
it's better than
The point
know.
of a vaccine is in the vaccine there's a little bit of COVID or a flu shot. There's a little bit.
I
of
don't
the
trust
flu,
that.
And they put that in you. and your
I don't even.
body
I don't even
fights
take the
off-
flu vaccine. So why?
Your body fights off that tiny amount that they put in you, so that it knows that that's what it is when it enters you in the wild, and is going to be able to fight it off before effects set in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you still can get stuff even though you have the vaccine.
I was watching a TikTok yesterday where they have like everything that happened last year, but how the government is like running all this. Like they're the ones that are planning all this out.
you watch conspiracy theories on TikTok.
He was on
No.
Trump Talk.
Trump
I
Talk.
was on. No, I was straight TikTok.
Oh, straight talk.
Yeah,
It's
straight
basically Trump Talk.
I
To a
guess.
point.
But there was like there was a full list of like COVID and like what
Bill
happened
Gates is
on
going to put microchips in us.
robots and all
Oh
that.
yeah, Paul was saying that. I don't know who it was, but a family member was sharing stuff that said like Bill Gates is the reason COVID is a thing.
Yeah, they said Bill Gates is the reason COVID exists, and he
There was
made
a video where he says 2020 was COVID was gonna happen.
It. Okay.
Yeah, because it
Bill Gates knows shit, and he's like,
you know that
Yeah.
COVID was a thing in 2019, so he's like it's gonna happen in America in 2020. So just be ready for it.
they're like, yeah, Bill Gates started COVID so that the vaccine can come out and he can put microchips in us and the government can track us everywhere we go. But they do that with these things.
Yeah, phones track where
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
they hear everything. They hear everything you say.
So like, it's not gonna happen.
I think this year is gonna be even worse. than last year.
probably not.
It
Not
is.
saying it won't, but like it's probably gonna be on par.
I feel like I don't know, but I feel like there's gonna be very bad things that are gonna happen. this
Civil
year.
War 2.
They're gonna
Like
drain the
Civil War.
swamp.
Bad things.
The storm's
In America. A storm.
Storm's coming.
I feel like we're gonna see reptilians.
So Hillary Clinton,
Human reptilians. Or
Hillary-
zombies.
Trump supporters.
Maybe
No.
the FBI will knock
Like
them out
zombie
tomorrow.
zombies.
Oh, okay.
Eating other people.
So Miami,
Probably.
Bath salts.
bath salts.
But
Meth.
like that, like
no bath salts.
Meth and bath salts.
there's gonna be crazy things that are gonna happen this year.
I'm ready for everything to happen this year.
See, I don't have to worry about what's in the COVID-19 vaccine because I used the porta potties at Warped Tour. They were gross.
Use-
That's a fair point.
You use the porta potty just randomly, just in Philly.
I had to piss.
They have them like everywhere there.
No, they were doing like construction.
Yeah,
and it was like
so-
outside the construction
Oh
site.
yeah. Well, he was in there. Me and
I've only used them like in events, like outdoor
yeah,
events.
me and his buddy were throwing snow at the door.
Was it snowing up there?
Oh yeah. When we got there, it was like snowed.
But like big, like a lot of
Like
like
when we were,
snowstorms.
the day we were driving up earlier that day, it snowed.
Remember a couple years ago, where there was like a big snowstorm up there in Philly, New York, Boston area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there.
You were there.
How was it?
I was there.
How was that?
Yeah. How was?
It was snow. I had like a
You've been
week
in
off from
I
school.
think he's.
Yeah, I've had ice.
I've
in
never been-
Texas, we get ice.
I've never been in a snowstorm like he
Shut
has.
up, Floridian.
And Ecuador.
You get like
Ecuadorian.
half an inch of snow down here, and people forget how to drive.
Because it doesn't snow here.
Yeah, it doesn't snow.
It's
here.
like in Texas when it
There is
rains.
hail.
It rains all the time here, and people still forget how to drive in the rain.
Texas, when it rains, everyone just
But like,
like-
you've
Oh
seen,
my
you've been in
God.
like 10 feet. like 10
Most I've
foot.
gone was like 8 inches,
Oh, 8 inches.
which is a lot.
Yeah, that's still a lot. Like, how do you drive? And
You
With-
don't.
with
people drive.
Literally don't.
with
people-
tires.
You
people-
like the day it
people still
snows, you
drive.
don't.
Oh,
It's like
Unless
when
you want your life.
You don't go out, and then like when it starts to melt, you can like run to like grocery stores and shit.
Yeah.
Or if you go
I
out,
wanna
you
be in
just
a
walk
snowstorm
everywhere.
Just
for
once.
the sake of it.
Let's hope it snows here. That'd be kind of fun.
That's not gonna happen. Well, you never know.
It
Never
would be
know.
fun.
Global warming.
2021.
It's not
Global warming
real.
is real, and it's happening.
It's
Why do you
fashion.
think? Why
scary
Why
when
do
you
you think Alaska? I was reading the other day. Alaska it hasn't been that cold. And there hasn't been a lot of
you know
snow.
What, you know what like warm to them is? Like hot? It's like in the 70s for them. That's hot.
60s.
That's hot for them.
Yeah.
My buddies that live like in the Anchorage area, like when it's summertime, it gets like 70 degrees. They just go like, "Oh my god, this is hot."
Do you think
Shorts.
one day Antarctica is gonna disappear?
Oh yeah, every snow melts. It happens.
Antarctica's ice.
Ice,
Do you
snow
think
melts.
Florida is ever gonna, not drown, but like
Sink?
sink or
Yeah, probably.
Like,
It's-
not in the near future,
The
but
Earth-
like thousands of years.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Land sinks.
our probably like our great grandchildren are
Lord.
gonna deal with Antarctica melting completely, but we're not. We're gonna be fine. Fuck them kids.
Yeah,
In
it's-
summary,
Dude, I just want like go back to concerts and events
Oh man,
and party
Me too.
and
at the house we're gonna
All
definitely
that.
do house concerts. Like
No,
for
no,
everyone to
know what
come.
I want to happen? They start letting like decent amount of fans back into wrestling, so it can be good again.
facts.
and like not the same.
Let's talk about that.
Like okay, AEW. They don't do
Wrestling.
a
Now we're
chance.
talking about
No, but
wrestling.
but yeah, AEW has like no chance for people. Like you go there. It's
Yeah,
just
they
people-
do.
Like,
You haven't been there, first of all.
I watch it on
But
TV.
you haven't been there like us.
I watch it on TV, and it's not like people aren't creating new chants. Like when we went, we try to create new chants for people.
What do you mean when we went?
To NXT?
Oh, I think
Like when we go to NXT, like we try to make new chants for people and get people over. Over there, it's just
because there are a bunch of marks.
it just seems like over there they just go, let's cheer for everyone.
Not really, because there was a couple chants for specific people that you hear all the time.
But that's about it. Like
We're
over
gonna
there,
go. We're going next month.
over there. We before COVID hit, we try to get Cameron Grimes over.
Yeah, because there was like 300 people there.
You see, you're saying this about like NXT fans as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's us.
The wrestling fans as just a group of people can't do new chants. Like they steal stuff and it's always the clap clap clap. They yell something, clap clap clap. It's nothing just doing creative. Like remember Big Joe creating the Swerve's house?
Yeah.
That was great. We need more of that, but nobody's creative enough to do it.
Or the one with Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Don't you?
But that wasn't creative.
That
by
one
us.
was bad.
That was horrible.
It was great though.
That was embarrassing when like chanting that stuff. But yeah, like we need fans and the public back in events like
Wrestling
that.
fans need to get smarter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need like
Just in
actual
general,
fans.
Yeah.
like we don't like. I'm
And,
tired of watching all these events with like the people on the screens. Like that
main roster
that should
WWE
have
fans
stayed back in 2020.
Need to realize that they need to criticize main roster when they do dumb shit.
No, but I'm talking
Like
about like.
Friday.
Oh Lord,
Adam Pearce doesn't deserve a title shot.
we're not. Let's not talk
Give
about
the
that.
indie guy his chance so he loses, and then people can say at least he had a title shot.
Dude hasn't had a match in 5 years, and his first match back is a title shot.
He's not gonna win it. You know he's not. It's not gonna be like a Goldberg thing where it's like, he might actually
Giving
win.
this guy a title shot for no reason ruins the prestige of the
Storyline.
It's all
title.
about Shinsuke.
It's about Shinsuke. He's gonna get his
Shinsuke
WrestleMania moment.
Nakamura.
I feel like he's gonna beat Roman at WrestleMania for the title.
Nah, it's gonna be The Rock.
What?
This will happen.
I've said it since
overall,
last year,
A
it's The
storyline will
Rock.
be good. And they're like, oh, everything about it was amazing. No, criticize the dumb shit. Force Vince to fix it.
We can put that into AEW too. Why make Kenny Omega's first title defense Joey Janela? Why not Rey Phoenix?
It was Joey Janela?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his first title defense.
Yeah.
Because why not?
You know that Kenny's gonna win.
At least he's having title. Like at least he's defending his title.
Yeah.
Not like other champions. You know.
Roman.
So you're complaining
No.
about
Yeah.
this because you know
I don't
Kenny
like.
was gonna
He
beat
just doesn't
Janela.
like
Why?
I don't like
Kenny
predictable.
Omega.
I don't like predictable stuff. Kenny Omega is a great wrestler, but he's not as good as everyone says he is. He's like Bret Hart. Bret Hart wasn't even the best Hart wrestler.
Okay,
Owen was way better.
He's had the title for a month and
No, he
3 days
hasn't.
now.
Who?
5 days. Kenny
Omega.
Omega.
I feel it's been longer.
He's had the title for 1 month and 5 days because we were there at the show.
Yeah.
And he's had 2 title defenses. So two title defenses in a month and a couple of days. That's not.
I want bigger stars for his
Oh,
title
it's
defenses.
gonna happen.
I just don't like his first one was Joey Janela. Like, why? That's like, it's like Roman going against
Why not? I mean, he does.
Jey
Mojo
Uso?
Rawley. It's like Roman going against Mojo Rawley for his first title defense.
Roman going against Jey Uso.
That at least looked a lot better, and the story one's actually good for that. There was a build up for that to happen where Joey Janela was like, title shot. It's like I said, like imagine Mojo Rawley being Roman's first title defense. That would be terrible.
This is what's basically happening with Adam Pearce getting the title shot.
But
I just wish
it
the
took
company like
third
brings
guy.
in fans because it's really.
He still doesn't deserve a title shot.
A lot of people don't deserve title shots yet they get them.
Okay. Don't do that.
Everyone does it.
I just don't like that there's like no purpose in AEW's ranking system
Yeah.
anymore.
At first, it was. At first,
Yeah,
They-
at first
at
it
first it
was
was, like,
now it's
hardcore.
like, oh yeah, everybody gets a title shot.
no,
you
because
know?
they
So
they renew them. They renew the
Ray
every
Phoenix
year.
got his title
Yeah.
shot was because the tournament Kenny won. The first round was supposed to be Kenny Phoenix.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm saying like every other title match that's been recent, literally just shoehorned in.
Like before that, wasn't like the number 5 tag team going for the titles before everyone else was?
Yes.
Which is stupid. With it
Which
wasn't-
match?
It was like at the beginning of last year sometime. It was like Dustin and someone going in for the tag team title.
Oh, and
QT
QT
Marshall?
Yeah. like they were like ranked 5 or 6 on their roster and they still got the title shot.
Do you know why they did that?
Why?
It's It's Cody's brother.
brother.
Yeah, Cody. The most average wrestler one of the most average wrestlers of all time.
I just
the
really
most
like.
average wrestler of all time.
Ricky Steamboat.
I just want this year, like for the wrestling for like AEW and not AEW, WWE, to like just open back up to the public.
Give it time. There's
No,
they're a big company.
There's no time, dude. If
There's
there's no time, it's now. If football can today, Titans versus Ravens held 14,000 people.
Okay, how many of those people are gonna get COVID?
Football stadiums are big.
Yeah, football
Yeah.
stadiums are a lot bigger
Okay,
than.
that's what I'm saying. If they can do 14,000, if other football games they've done 4,000, why can't WWE do 300? mask, social distancing, all that?
100 people at NXT. That's still a third of what used to go.
You can't do 100 people.
Okay, exactly. You can't.
Exactly. That's why they do 70 to 80 right now.
Yeah, it's still kind of.
No, what we need to happen?
NXT's
United not having a fucking stranglehold on
yes,
the ticket
NXT's
list.
live crowd sucks because it's
You know why?
also
'Cause we're not
NXT
there.
United members.
Every single
we're
live
not there.
wrestling show sucks with the crowd. Nothing has gotten over since COVID started.
We can't even get into NXT.
No.
And by the time I get the email, like I check, I register, like
Dude.
like a couple seconds after I get the email, and all of a sudden I'm out.
I
Like I can't
literally
get it.
got the email registered, and I didn't get a single email back.
No. we're not-
I
we're not
had
gonna-
one chance to go to NXT, and that was the week I went to AEW.
Wait, so you haven't gone? Well, you've gone with me, yeah.
Yeah, we've been.
We've
but
gone
Me and
like,
Zach haven't
I'm
gone.
saying,
Yeah, you guys.
Every
you guys
time
haven't
Like,
gone.
we went like 4 weeks in a row, and then like after that, you tested like negative / positive.
Positive
for
2
COVID,
times, yeah.
and they stopped sending you the emails. Then I kept getting the emails, but like I didn't get picked.
Yeah.
I just feel once we get back to NXT, the
Here's
show
my
will
like
be
here.
overall
Here's
better.
my thing though. If why can't these entertainment events bring back fans?
It's still the thing. It's like
Because COVID.
Okay, but
COVID.
why do sporting events have fans? Why do
because there's a difference between
why
wrestling.
are
and
bars
sports.
open?
Is
Why are
there's
all these outdoor? Why are theme parks open then?
money? They want money.
Exactly.
Like Disney laid off
Exactly.
like
Same thing as
thousands
wrestling
and thousands
companies.
and thousands of its employees. But they still open up the park because
Like,
they want to make more money.
Disney's laid off maybe like 2% of their park employees,
Yeah,
more
but
than that.
but like
I'm
that insanely small percentage.
I'm
is
pretty
still,
sure
like,
I'm pretty sure WWE can fit in at least
500,000
300 people separated
Well,
separated like 10 feet in Tropicana Field.
Probably.
When that stadium holds 40,000.
I feel like the Rumble should have been the first time to let people in.
Facts.
But
1,000 people in the Rumble.
yeah, that'd be
All
nice.
like same thing as AEW does
but
with
I
their
think-
parties, no less than
Yeah.
6.
But I think the thing about the Rumble is there's gonna be a lot of wrestlers there too, like a lot. There's gonna be a lot more wrestlers than a normal just weekly show.
Well, obviously, because it's
So
both
you
shows.
can't have people there too. It's
Well,
three shows.
that would count towards
confirmed. Adam Pearce wins the Rumble,
no.
challenges Roman again.
I think somebody's
I don't watch it. Like I don't watch.
Because
Raw.
main roster's trash.
I don't watch Raw and SmackDown.
SmackDown until Friday was the best weekly show.
But when SmackDown's bad, it's unwatchable.
It's like when we talk about Call of Duty. When a level's really good, it's amazing. When it's semi bad, it's really bad. It just happens every show.
Yeah.
Like AEW, when AEW's bad, it's bad. When NXT's bad, it's bad. It just happens. You can't have a perfect show. There's never been a perfect year for any
I
wrestling show.
legitimately
Yeah, there has.
couldn't tell you
For
the
what?
last time
When?
NXT had.
There's been
legitimate-
a couple perfect shows.
No, I'm talking about like throughout the year. Like every week's perfect.
No,
No, it's impossible.
not every week, but there's been like a couple.
SmackDown's had a good like 2-3 month run.
Since SummerSlam, since Roman won the title, it's been really good. You know why? Because Daniel Bryan's like part of creative for them now.
Our host Sebastian is getting up from his chair.
I legitimately could not tell you the last time NXT put on a like legitimately great show.
Yeah, you can.
When? Weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly?
weekly. Halloween Havoc was good.
The last week was good.
It was
Last week was really
It was-
good.
Halloween Havoc.
Halloween Havoc was great.
both shows last week were very average.
No, but NXT was good. AEW was average. The thing about AEW is they have good matches. They have good matches and they have really bad matches. There's no in between. Like, it was a good match. It's either good or really bad. NXT, you have the good matches, you have the bad matches, then you have matches.
The matches that are just on the card for filler.
Yeah, like those are just But like the thing is, like AEW, it's either or. Like if the women's match is good, then the show overall is gonna be pretty good. But the women's division just kind of blows.
Last week NXT had 2 matches I liked.
Raquel and Rio.
That was
Raquel
match
and
of the night.
Rhea
The
and
main event.
Finn O'Reilly.
That was the Raquel Rhea was match of the night.
Yeah.
This is water.
Wooter?
Are we done talking about wrestling?
No, we can still talk about that.
Oh. We're still talking about
Yeah, we
wrestling?
can still. What's
I
your
don't
take?
know-
What's
I
your
don't
take on Goldberg going for the title?
Don't like Goldberg.
Roman's
I
dropping
stopped
that
liking
mania, I
Goldberg
guess.
since
Bro,
I stopped liking Goldberg since 2003.
okay, let's discuss this. How the hell do you build up Drew McIntyre's character for almost a solid ass year, and then you have Goldberg come out of nowhere and be like, "You don't respect the legend.
You're next.
You're next," and
Well,
like,
The good thing is, like, the leaks say that Drew's beating Goldberg.
good because
The leaks came out.
like,
They're going to change that.
Yeah, they're like,
Here's-
oh, the leaks fix.
Here's
Fix.
like,
Fix, give Goldberg title, give us ratings.
When was the last time we had a title switch at a Royal Rumble? Like, other than like John Cena, AJ Styles. That's like the last one I can really think of.
I
Look
can't
what I just
really
saw.
tell
Look
you.
what I just saw. Back in
2016. 2016 was probably the last best year for wrestling.
Backlash, like tag team title tournament. Yeah.
Nothing has come close to 2016 SmackDown and Raw. You had the stupidest angles. You had James Ellsworth win a title match against AJ
I don't know,
Styles.
wrestling. I think like wrestling's fallen down a little bit ever since last year. So there's been better things to watch than wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Better things to do than wrestling. There's been a lot of good games to come out too.
This is like,
Okay,
are we transitioning now?
Okay.
what do you guys want to transition to?
Games.
I just want to. Oh, games.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, since Sebastian doesn't play games,
I mean, I
Joe.
do like 2K and like
yeah,
MLB,
yeah,
but like not.
those like yearly games.
Yeah.
Though, like,
Seb-
Not
Seb's the
hard.
person that drops like 500 on the console to play Call of Duty and 2K every year.
Madden.
Yeah, and Madden. Yeah.
Like,
Just
like it's sad.
look at
I know
Xbox.
people. I know people that will drop like 100 every year
Roblox.
just to get like the
It's
deluxe
on.
edition of Call
I
of Duty.
I
Listen.
knew someone who would drop maybe
I will enter a Roblox
300 a
tournament.
year
Yeah.
on Madden
Hey,
Ultimate Team
He
Packs.
he has to get an Xbox just for Roblox.
I'm not Xbox. I'm Team PS.
Roblox?
No, but like, listen, you get Roblox on Xbox. You get every Madden game for $15 a month.
Yeah, but Madden, you can get a PlayStation.
Wait, no, like for $15 a month, you get Madden.
I'd rather buy a new
NHL.
game and just buy it every year
No,
because it's $15 a month.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
you get Madden.
Yeah, but a month.
You
Every
get,
sports game and Call of Duty.
Madden
are
when
the
it comes
same
out,
game
Madden
every
when
year.
it comes out is usually $50.
Did you ever play 60? They're
60.
they're starting to become
Alright.
70 now.
15 a month for
70.
60.
70.
That would be like
Next gen.
that would only be 5 months.
PS5 games are 70 each.
But with that 15 a month, you can look through all the other games. You're like,
6 then. 6
oh,
months.
this looks good. I'll play this, and then you become gamer.
I usually get all
I
three.
hate the word gamer.
So
I don't like that.
I usually get all 3 consoles. So I'm like,
PlayStation.
the PS5 is just too big.
Nintendo is consistently the best
I
company.
have yet to see it in person.
You haven't? It's huge.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
I haven't seen it.
Me and Zach saw it in Texas.
I've seen the Xbox in person, but not.
The PlayStation is huge.
PS5.
No, bigger.
It's bigger.
It's bigger.
Pretty sure it's bigger.
PS5.
Yeah, about. I'm gonna wait for the slim PS5 to get it.
Oh, so it's the size of a normal Series X?
Yeah. It's gonna be so tiny.
All right, you ready for this question?
Yeah.
This is not gaming or whatever. This is random. I just thought of this.
Oh no.
We'll start with Joe. Your top 5 destination places that you would like to visit. Not in order, just top 5.
Any city in Australia,
Okay. So Australia.
Norway, Oslo, Kongsvinger, Norway.
That's 3.
No, that's 2. Norway,
Australia
Norway,
and then
Paris.
Paris.
I want to go deeper into Mexico. I want to go to Brazil.
That's 5.
That's 5. Yeah.
You got Scotland, Japan.
That's just
I have a
UK.
friend in Scotland.
If I can just visit
Fuck
Japan,
England.
Well, you just go there too.
Fuck England.
Why Japan?
Why?
Japan is the future.
No, it's not. It hasn't been the future since the
America's
early
the future.
2010s.
You
I
go.
don't know. Japan has a totally different aesthetic to it than almost
Wait,
any other
aesthetic is not
country.
future.
All I know is that you walk a lot in Japan.
No, it
But-
has a futuristic aesthetic.
feel.
Though.
Yeah, it's
Like when you go,
Is it
go
high
to
tech?
Japan, yeah.
it's to a point. Like Korea,
like high tech.
South Korea is more high tech than Japan at this point.
I mean, of course. I mean, it's
Like-
Korea.
Like Korea will have like the Galaxy like 21 already, and like we get it like at the end of this year.
But
You know what's
Japan is just,
funny?
Like you go to
Yeah.
that country, you see like everything that's there, and you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Japan is like Tokyo, Akihabara, Shinjuku, that feel very futuristic. But then you have the places that are still like kept preserved
Yeah.
perfectly
Mm-hmm.
from like the Edo periods.
So Japan for you,
Yes. Scotland,
Scotland.
South Korea, Australia, New Zealand.
Oh,
New Zealand. I've seen.
can I
pictures
take
of New
can I
Zealand.
take France off of that and put New Zealand for me?
We're going to New Zealand. We're going to Hamilton and making the
You
walk to
you already
Mount
look
Doom.
like Gimli.
Yeah.
I'm like a lost your Gimli. We'll be fine.
Amari
Oh
Hall?
no.
Your
the,
top
the,
5
The toxic Lord of the Rings fan
Top
base.
5 what?
places you would like to
Chip,
visit.
Gimli, and Legolas.
Oh no.
Top 5 places I'd like to visit.
You said-
Definitely
you already
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
I want to visit Tokyo. Iceland. I want to go to Paris at least once. Germany, definitely.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of history there.
Nazi.
And the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic seems nice.
Czech Republic.
My history teacher in college, he was stationed in Germany, like through the 70s and all that. He got to travel all around Europe. Like he worked
when
on
I
tanks. He worked on tanks for the army, so he got to travel all around Europe. He said Germany is really nice. Czech is really nice. He said like the best like country he'd been to like in Europe was like Denmark. It's clean. Everyone there's like genuinely really nice. The food's good there.
I have ancestors from Denmark.
Yeah.
What sold me on the Czech
Danish.
Republic was like when I was in, I think, 11th grade, we had 2 international students. One was from Germany,
Yeah.
the other one was from the Czech Republic.
Okay.
And she would always talk about like her homeland and stuff and like how it looked, like how are the people, and it really got me invested into like her culture. And at the end, I was just
Yeah.
like, when she had to leave back, I was like, yo, I'm going to visit you one
Yeah.
day.
Like I want to visit my friend who lives in Japan. Like he was a foreign exchange student that came visited.
Got the ping pong.
Yeah, he's a god at ping pong.
He won't beat me at ping pong.
No, like
What-
he will beat you at ping pong.
What I really want to do is
Table tennis, sorry.
What's the country?
That's
Mayhem.
Norway?
Yes, Norway.
Yeah.
I want to go to Norway and do the tour of like all the
Rune.
black metal.
Rune said he's gonna take me on it when I go. Like he
You
knows where all
go
the
to-
places.
the what's now a CD shop where Mayhem had their studio.
Yeah.
The locations of like all of the church
Yeah.
burnings.
Rune sent pictures from like some of like the actual churches when he goes.
And there's one tour you can do
Murder.
where they take you to where he killed himself.
Dead's house.
They take you to where Dead killed himself.
Ooh.
Is there still skull fragments around there?
I hope.
Honestly, thinking about it now, you know what's
I gotta put
another place I
my-
want to visit?
My top 5 places.
Joe.
What?
I want to visit the Lizzie Borden house.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people should do that.
I want to do like a cross country tour of the U.S. and go to like all the like high priority like
Yeah.
murder locations.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of morbid, but high priority locations. I've been to Vegas. We live in
I need to
Orlando.
go to Vegas.
We've been to. I've been driven by the Pulse. I've been where the people have been shot in Vegas.
High priority might not have been the best way to put it, but like
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden house,
Yeah. The Vasilla Axe murder house over there in Iowa.
Vasilla
Yeah.
Axe murder house,
We're gonna record an album there.
Winchester house,
It's in San Jose. It's close by where my cousins live.
like where a bunch of like old murders happened.
Yeah.
And you can take.
Well,
tours.
there wasn't really a murder at the Winchester house. It was
Yeah,
just
but
built
it's
to.
still like
Yeah.
fucked up
It was just
and very haunted.
The
yeah.
Winchester house is just like all the ghosts that were killed by those.
Yeah,
rifles
and like
just
they built it to be
stationed there.
confusing to confuse
Yeah.
the ghosts.
Orlando, Florida is 32 out of 67.
For what deadliest cities?
The murder rate in Orlando is 13.6 per
I've
100,000.
been to like one of the deadliest cities in the country.
I lived
Which
in one
is-
of the most deadliest cities
Camden.
in the country.
Camden's pretty bad.
Go on.
Wait, actually, Orlando's, yeah, 13.
Go on MLK Boulevard at like 4 a.m.
Shreveport?
You will die.
What?
Shreveport,
Yeah.
Louisiana is like in the top
West
10.
Palm Beach. West Palm Beach.
Ooh, rip.
Rip your cousin.
Wait, let me say my
Baton
top
Rouge. We've been to Baton Rouge. We've
Top
been,
5 places I like to visit. Italy,
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Hawaii,
That's still United States. It's easy to go to
but
compared
still,
to Italy.
like, still, you know,
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Fun fact: it's cheap to get flights to Hawaii right now.
Yeah, I know.
So
Let's go.
yeah, I'm down.
Italy, Hawaii, Tokyo,
Okay.
Dubai.
weren't you just talking chill in Japan like
Yeah.
5
But
minutes ago?
Tokyo, I like 'cause Tokyo's like high tech and like buildings and all that. I like that.
So
It's-
literally what we just
well,
told
okay,
you.
But like not like if I were to go to Japan, only Tokyo. That's
The
it.
one thing about
Go to
like Tokyo,
Akihabara.
No.
like it may seem future.
What the
Canceled.
Remember last time?
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
No,
God.
but
wait and what's that?
Texas.
No, Maldives.
Wait, say it again.
Maldives. It's like an island.
North Sentinel Island.
Wait, spell it again.
Maldive.
South Asia.
Look up pictures.
I want to go to Machu Picchu.
Okay, that's
Peru.
That's Peru. Machu Picchu looks cool.
Machu Picchu's my parents. I mean, not my parents, but like families. They've been there. Some of my family.
It's
You-
by
you
Sri
got-
Lanka.
You gotta like. It's really high. I've heard like. You
Is that
gotta-
the place he's talking about? Is by Sri Lanka.
Yeah, Maldives.
Okay.
Maldives. Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Yeah,
to.
it looks
There
beautiful.
There is one place I would take you guys in Tennessee. I
Oh,
know
Lord.
Joe and Zach would enjoy it. Have you guys ever heard of the Bell
Why
Witch?
not me?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You've never heard of the Bell
Oh,
Witch?
we've
No.
been. Me and my family went when we were there.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Bell Witch is kind of like our legend.
Yeah,
in
like-
Tennessee.
Okay.
our
Like-
Blair
So it's like
Witch.
their goat man.
It's like
Texas,
our Goat Man. It's
Tex-
like our Blair Witch.
Okay.
Texas. We have Goatman. We have La Llorona. We have the Chupacabras. We have Skinwalkers.
Chupacabras?
Yeah.
I can take you to La Llorona River. It's by San Antonio.
I thought La Llorona was like started in Mexico.
You know that Texas used to be Mexico.
I want to go
Yes.
to Mexico too, like the
Where?
CDMX.
This summer I might be able to take him to a resort in Mexico.
Let's go.
My
My
family's
parents want
going.
to go to Mexico.
My family's going for like an all-inclusive resort and
We're like in the what part of Mexico?
like central, like coastal,
Like Cancun,
like around that area.
Cozumel.
Yeah,
I've been to Cozumel.
Cozumel. That's I think
Cozumel
that's
is
where
really
exactly
nice.
it is.
I've never left the country.
Do you have a passport?
No.
Get one.
He needs a passport.
They're easy. They're
you
easy
can't
to get.
leave if you
I mean, you
can't.
can leave. We'll put you in my luggage.
No, you can't.
No,
Like
don't
you
put me in
can't
luggage.
travel if you don't have a passport.
Like I can. It's just not legal.
You can't.
We can.
They
We can
won't let you in the plane.
we,
dude.
hey, we can boat.
I'll take my own boat.
My dude, they won't let you in the plane if you don't have a passport
Swim.
to fly to Mexico.
Hey,
I can swim.
Hear me
I can
out.
take my own
Trust me.
boat.
Zach, hear me out. I know a place by the border where you just swim across the ocean around. There's no wall.
Listen, top 10 deadliest U.S. cities. Washington is number 10.
We've been there.
Flint's probably number
okay,
one.
so we've been in Washington.
We've been to Washington.
You been to Washington?
No.
Been to
All right,
Washington, D.C.
Washington. West Palm Beach.
I can go whenever I want. No,
My
you haven't
family
been.
lives there. Been to West Palm Beach. You've never been to West Palm Beach? You've been to West Palm Beach?
I can go, but I haven't been.
I've never been
I
there.
can go
I've
whenever I
been
want.
there.
Keep it
Damn.
going. Keep it
Another
going.
one.
Shreveport.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
We've been there.
I've been there.
Never been there.
Haven't
We've been there.
Never
Keep it
been
going.
there. Dayton, Ohio.
Keep it going.
I've been there.
You've
been there?
I'm surprised you've been there.
That's
Yeah.
3.
I've been to Ohio.
Hey, Dylan lives
Never.
by there.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Been there.
Hey.
I haven't.
I've been
That's
there.
number 6.
Hometown.
Hometown. Number 6 deadliest city in the United States.
I've
Don't
been
go there. Don't go there.
Don't go to Bill Street after 10
Don't go
o'clock.
there. Don't go there.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
We've been there.
Never been there.
I've driven through it.
Why is 2 cities in Louisiana already?
Louisiana's kind of a
Is it that
shithole.
bad?
Yeah, like
Louisiana's
you
kind
do
of
know,
gross.
like
Yeah.
Because like you think like Baton Rouge
Yeah.
and what's
Baton
the other
Rouge
one?
is the capital.
What's the other one?
Shreveport. Shreveport's like their Las
is Baton
Vegas.
Rouge where the
Baton Rouge is their capital.
near the
Shreveport's their border.
Mardi Gras? That's Baton Rouge.
No,
Baton
that's
Rouge.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay, New Orleans.
New Orleans, baby.
New
We've
Orleans.
been to
You
New
see?
Orleans.
So
We've been to New Orleans.
Shreveport, Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
and New Orleans.
Me and Zach have been to 5. How's
3
yours?
cities
Okay.
in
keep
top
going.
10 in Louisiana. Is it like
Yeah, it's pretty
Damn.
bad.
Detroit?
I've been to Detroit.
Damn. Never been in
not
Detroit.
been
I've been to Detroit.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
at
Not even
all.
Detroit.
I know that much. You can't have nothing in
The
Detroit.
murder rate in Detroit is 38.9 per 100
Just
per
round that up to
100,000
39.
residents.
How do you kill 0.9 person? You paralyze them?
Baltimore,
We've been there.
DMV area.
I almost talked shit to some. Okay, so when we were driving through, we stopped at a KFC Taco
The
Bell.
worst KFC we've been
It's
to.
so-
in
we
Baltimore,
stopped- yeah.
KFC.
Yeah, Baltimore. It was a KFC Taco Bell combination. We stopped there, and the guy was rude to me at the drive-through. I'm like, Zach, do I be rude back to him? He's like, no. If you want to get shot, you'll do it.
And you say Memphis is worse. Baltimore.
I've been to 7 out of these
You get
places.
shot in Memphis.
But like I've heard stories in Baltimore.
Keep
like,
going. I was
really
looking
bad.
Yeah, Baltimore is kind of fucking dangerous.
And you would expect Baltimore to be like a nice.
No.
Nobody
Nice.
expected,
Nobody
nobody
says
expected
Baltimore,
Baltimore to
baby.
be nice. No, nobody
Let's see,
expected
what's number
Baltimore to
one?
be nice.
St. Louis.
I've been to St. Louis.
I've been to St. Louis.
I've
I've been to 8
I've been to
out
St.
of the
Louis.
10.
The funny
How am I
thing
not
is-
dead?
You're missing West Palm and
Dayton.
and Dayton. Yeah.
I can go to West Palm whenever.
I mean I can go today. I can go.
I can
I
go,
can go
to
tomorrow if
Dayton
I want
whenever.
to.
I can go to Dayton whenever. I can go to
I got
West
my
Palm
family-
Beach
family
The
whenever.
there.
funny thing about St. Louis being number one is like St. Louis and Memphis are connected because literally, if you have family in Memphis, you more than likely have family
Yeah.
in St. Louis.
60.9 per
That's,
100,000.
again, paralyze someone.
That's a lot.
That 0.9's paralyzed from the neck down. But yeah, no, I've been St. Louis.
But St. Louis is nice. It's a
No,
nice
it's not.
city. Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
have you
Yes,
ever
it
been?
is. No, but
Okay,
like,
exactly. You can't say.
but
anything.
I've seen like videos, pictures, and all that.
yeah, pictures can
You've
be.
seen the
St.
good
Louis.
areas.
Yeah,
Like the good area.
You-
Yeah, like
you
you know
can-
where the what's it called?
The arch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to the Arch.
Yeah.
You can say that anywhere's nice off of pictures. Like New Orleans looks nice in pictures, but when you go there,
Dude, do you think on 9/11 they tried to hit the arch and missed?
just went right through it.
No, I think they.
But no, they were doing GTA
I
challenges.
think
The
they wanted
knife,
to hit
the knife flights,
tower, that big tower.
the knife flight challenges in GTA 5.
So St. Louis is number 1.
We need
Like this, like the hood.
Yeah.
I have 2 major problems with this list.
It's always funny when Sebastian says the hood because
So-
it's just like, oh, the hood.
The hood,
I
yeah.
took him
Like,
so
look, like this is what I've seen.
whenever
You
we
guys
went to
can't see it,
Dallas.
obviously, but
Whenever we went to Dallas, I took him to Oak Cliff, which is a terrible place in Dallas. Like,
and how come California's not there? Like none of the cities in California.
because they're a bunch of like little libtards. They can't do anything. What are they gonna do? Slap you?
Ayo.
Well, yeah. There's
You're gonna just punch them back.
there's a lot of
Libtards.
yeah those in that state.
I have 2 major problems with this list.
What?
There's no Camden. There's no Flint.
Maybe they're
They
not that
updated.
bad.
They updated 2019.
Flint is terrible.
Rochester, New York.
I haven't been there.
Hmm.
Shreveport's still there.
Columbia, South Carolina. Springfield, Illinois.
I think I've been there. when I
We've
visit family.
driven through Columbia,
We drove through Columbia. Corpus Christi.
or at least I've
Corpus
driven through-
Christi is like literally like an oil town, but one of the greatest Mexican musicians of all time came from there.
Who?
Selena.
Selena Dion.
No.
I mean
Selena.
Selena.
No, not Gomez.
Like Bitty Bitty
Selena-
Bum
Yeah,
Bum.
like Selena.
Bitty Bitty Bum Bum.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
that's
She's from Corpus Christi. We're getting copyrighted. Stop.
There's a really good
I sang that song in for New Year's. I think
Yeah.
ever.
there's a really good deathcore band from Corpus Christi. The last 10 seconds of life.
I'll have to check them out.
Safest
good.
cities in America: Columbia,
Philly.
MD,
Plano, Texas.
South Burlington. What's VT?
Vermont.
Vermont, and Nashua, New Hampshire.
Plano, Texas, number 3. That is one of the whitest cities I've ever been to.
Like racist white or like suburb white?
Suburb white.
Okay, so Gilbert, Arizona, number 10.
I think I've been there.
Raleigh,
we've-
North
we've-
Carolina.
I've been to
I've been
Raleigh.
there.
Didn't we go through there?
I think. It's where,
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Raleigh's where YouTube dads are from.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Link.
West Virginia Beach. Did we go there?
No, but I've been
Salem,
there.
Oregon.
Salem.
Oregon.
Salem, Oregon.
Salem, Oregon's not safe.
Yeah,
That's
it
where they had
is.
their witch trials.
No,
It's
no,
safe.
Salem. That's Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Is it?
There's
Yeah.
2.
There's 2, one on each coast.
I knew that, but I thought it was Oregon.
Burlington, Vermont.
Vermont, you can't like. What do people
Vermont
do there?
is
It's like one of the really
west.
like really tiny.
No,
states.
Vermont's
North.
north.
Northeast.
North up.
It's in New England.
North. Oh, passing. Yeah. I
Like,
forgot.
how can a New England city be bad?
New
Boston?
England and
But it wasn't on the top 10.
Boston's one of the best cities in the United States. Just so
One of
you
the
know.
best cities in the United States is San Francisco, home of the Zodiac Killer.
Boston's definitely top 10. Lewiston, Maine. Maine is
It's the most
also
northern
yeah.
state we have. We just call that America, Canada.
What state's the closest to Europe? Is it Maine,
Maine?
or Vermont?
Maine.
Alaska's the closest to Russia.
Well, because
We
Alaska
don't want to
used
go.
to be
We don't want to
Russia.
go to Russia. They eat fish.
Yeah, everywhere eats fish.
I want to go to Russia.
No,
What
they
kinda-
eat like raw fish, like
I like raw fish.
cold
So do
fish.
you-
I've met a
What?
couple Russian
Eastern
girls.
Europeans are some of the most attractive people.
Actually, Scandinavian women are the most attractive.
They got
That's
long
close
hair
enough
and
to
all
Eastern
that.
European.
Nashua, New Hampshire,
That's another New England city.
New England. See, New England is safe.
Looks like I'm moving to New England to raise my
Let's
kids.
go to Boston. Let's go to Boston.
Boston.
Baston.
Plano, Texas.
Like Plano.
Where's that at?
Boston's not safe. That's where The Departed happened.
Well-
Plano is like North Dallas area.
Like outside the city.
Yeah, it's like a suburb of Dallas.
South Burlington, Vermont.
Another New England city.
Gotta love New England.
That's not New
cities.
England.
Yeah,
Vermont's
Vermont
in
is
New
New
England.
England.
No, but
It's like right next to Rhode Island.
yeah, that's what I was saying. And Columbia, Maryland.
Columbia, Maryland.
I'm gonna say Columbia. Columbia, Maryland.
How safe were you there? Like, did you feel
Oh.
safe?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They gave me like 6 guns, and they're like,
But you see,
no
Colombia,
one's gonna bother you
Colombia is safe, but Baltimore is not.
because Baltimore's a shithole.
Colombia is ranked number 1, the safest city in America, but yet Baltimore was ranked like in the top 5
Because
of the
it's
deadliest.
because it's Baltimore.
Baltimore was 2.
How close is Colombia
Let's look it up.
to Baltimore? I don't believe Baltimore is deadly.
It is bad.
Bad.
I told Joe if he yells at the fast food worker, he will get shot.
Bro, calm down. What are you talking about? They will like
Oh, they have a Chick-fil-A in town. That means they're pretty safe.
KFC up north.
It's literally right by Baltimore.
You see?
I think we drove by it.
No, it's
It,
not.
it's Maryland.
Colombia.
Everything's
No.
close.
That's fair.
Well, it's like an hour away, probably. Yeah, DMV areas.
Yeah, I think we drove through it.
You
If
guys-
if it
You
wasn't
guys
for,
definitely drove through it.
if it wasn't for DC and the traffic in DC, you could probably get through Maryland in like 2 hours.
Yeah,
DC traffic is
we drove
bad,
through
bro.
it. We drove through it.
But I like DC because they have like those lanes, the express lanes.
Oh, they have your dad, Trump.
Hey,
Calm down there.
Calm down. Daddy Trump doesn't like that.
We only support Trump just a little bit. That's it.
You do.
Just a little.
only you,
Just a
only
little-
you.
Just a little bit.
Only Seb.
Just because he's a Republican and he only votes Republican. I understand that.
Not because of that. There's more things that I support him, but let's not talk about that.
Okay. Not the racist part.
Not the race. No, we don't like racists.
What about the capital part?
No, that's bad, dude. That makes this country look like a shithole.
What
And this
about
is the country.
Most of the other countries already think we're a shithole.
This is the country where like I plan on like dying,
what about
and I
the
don't like in raising my kids
Yeah.
and stuff. You know.
what about
and, like
the
living here.
what about the Blue Lives Matter part? But you can still murder them with a fire hydrant if they stop you from getting in the Capitol.
I don't. It's bad. Like Blue Lives Matter, like that's. I don't know. It's bad. Like. But hey, if you wanna hold a sign that says whatever lives matter, you can do it.
All lives matter.
You want to go back to the term?
Oh, dude, we gotta go. What was worse, the term or the place in Dallas?
But
I feel like the
do you
place
get
in
mad
Dallas-
do you get mad at all lives matter?
I mean,
Because I don't see
yeah,
see.
because it's a contradiction in itself in what it's going against. If Black Lives Matter and you're saying all lives matter, you're saying
No, but if
Black
they're
Lives
like
matter.
no, like if you don't combine the both, if you just say all lives matter,
Well,
like let's say let's say me like I support all lives matter and Black Lives Matter, but I don't when I
Thing
when I
is,
think
you
I don't look at them.
can't-
I don't think
you-
look at
you
them-
can't
su-
support
can't
both.
set a-
What
you can't
about
support a protest to a protest?
what about Black
'cause, like,
Lives
all
MAGA?
lives matter is black also.
No.
Hey, Amari, what about
It's a protest to a protest.
no. So the whole reason All Lives Matter started was because the racists got upset
Mm-hmm.
because they don't want to admit that Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter.
But you see, I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking that the black community is
But-
not part of.
That's not possible based off the principle
'Cause
of
if you
why
said-
All Lives Matter started.
If you say, well, let's say like that's the reason it started, obviously, but if it was a different reason, like all lives matter, it would include all.
why isn't there a
all
Peach
colors,
Lives Matter?
right?
yeah. As
Because if you're
as
saying-
a whole,
If they're
every
saying Black
person's-
Lives Matter, then
Like
Latino
okay.
lives matter,
Let's
right?
Latino
clear
lives
this.
do
Let's clear
matter.
this
as a
real
whole,
Oh, yeah, Latino
everyone's
lives.
life
Hell yeah,
matters.
Latino
for life.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
quick. Let's clear this real
As,
quick.
as a whole, everyone's
Everyone's
life matters. As a whole,
all lives matter.
Seb, I will
Yeah.
kiss your
Seb,
fucking
shut
mouth.
all
the fuck
lives,
up.
shut up. All lives matter.
Seb,
Right here.
shut the fuck up.
we got a South American, we got a Mexican, we got a whitey, we
And
got a
black.
Yeah, we have
From
everything.
Memphis, Tennessee.
No, we don't have Asian.
Okay.
Why are you adding my whole fucking city?
Because Memphis, Tennessee is awesome. I want to go there.
It's
one
not.
day.
No, you don't wanna go
don't,
there.
Don't fucking lie
I
to
wanna
my
go-
face.
Their food is
You
good.
Just go to the pyramid. And
I
leave.
want to
Literally,
listen.
literally just go to the pyramid.
The only reason why
Go to-
I would go to Memphis,
go back to
Tennessee,
Arkansas
is
after
because the
that.
food. That's it. The food.
You, Sebastian.
And just
You-
try their
Sebastian,
Do
food.
you know where
Eat
you
the-
gotta go to get good food?
Eat. Just go to Lucky's.
Downtown.
Was it Lucky's, right, Amari?
Huh?
Lucky's.
The barbecue
Oh, yeah.
place. Go to Lucky's.
Lucky Market.
No, Lucky's. Get Lucky's barbecue. Go see the pyramid, and then go to Arkansas and stay there. You'll be safe.
All right, what were we gonna say?
But I'm saying all lives do matter,
Yeah.
but saying it in a way that you're trying to contradict a protest about the death of African American males and women is probably the stupidest way to go about
Okay, I want to ask something. Whenever they started putting like all the Mexican kids in camps and all that by the border, why didn't they start a Latino Lives Matter or anything like that?
because Black Lives Matter is for when
Dude, if there was a Latino Lives Matter protest,
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Black Lives Matter is
I'd be-
for
I would-
when like
I would have been there every day.
I went to the Black Lives protest in Dallas whenever
I never went to a
Whenever
protest.
for,
I've never been to a
like
protest.
it was
Oh,
around
I've been to a
June.
protest.
I went to the one in downtown Dallas, which was a complete shit show. But like whenever they're putting kids in camps and all that, like
People protested
in
that.
cage like in
People
cages.
a lot of black
Yeah.
people protested,
But-
way more than a lot of Latinos.
But there wasn't really anything like Latino Lives Matter or anything like that, which was kind of weird. I'm surprised they didn't
But
start
you
that.
get-
that is
offended
on the
you get offended about all
Latinos
lives
to
matter?
start.
Well, the
fucking
thing about
course.
Latinos though is you start that
Wow,
shit, you
okay,
get deported.
Okay.
Let's
So
say if,
George Floyd dies. Let's use
Yeah.
this example. George Floyd
Uh-huh.
dies, and we're like, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Like
Yeah.
his life mattered. He got choked out. He got fucking.
He was innocent.
He had a freaking knee on his neck for 8
he
fucking
didn't
minutes.
do anything.
He didn't do
bad.
anything illegal.
From what
These
we
people,
know,
they
I
didn't
don't
even have to call the cops. A counterfeit 20. A fucking counterfeit
Why
20.
they
and they
shot
put a
him
knee on his neck for 8 minutes for a counterfeit 20.
and why they did that? Because he was black.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not even.
No, that's the reason, 'cause he was
That's
black.
what I mean.
Because if it was a white person, I'm pretty sure.
It's not even a fucking crime. He didn't pull a gun on the person. He just said, "Hey, yo, here's a 20." The dude's like, "Oh, I think this is counterfeit. Let me call the
For
cops."
all we
You didn't
know,
even have to call the
George
cops.
Floyd could not have known that was counterfeit.
Literally, some people just get handed counterfeit bills.
Just imagine if George Floyd was a white person.
But like Floyd,
How would have that been during the summer?
Let me tell you, the police would have arrived to the scene. They would have been like, "What's the problem? I think he has a counterfeit 20. Oh, that's what you're calling me for?
what if,
It's a
like,
waste
what
of
Wait,
my
no.
fucking time."
protest.
Okay, so if it would have been a middle to upper class white person, they would have been like, "Oh, what's the problem?" But if it would have been like a poor kind of white person, I feel like it would have gone down a little different because regardless,
I don't think
regardless of your skin color,
whatever situation, I don't think
no,
the
no,
person would've
regardless of your
died.
skin color, everyone treats the poor people worse.
Yeah, but I don't think
Yeah.
the white
I
person
agree
would have
too.
died.
I feel like he would have got beat up pretty bad.
Probably beat up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll agree with
Yeah.
you on that. He probably would have got beat up, but would he have died? Would they have put a knee on his neck for 8 minutes? No, you can't tell me.
I feel like any race, regardless of like if it was a lower class person, regardless of any race, something similar would have happened. Like he would have got beat up. He probably would have got like.
And I feel for those situations 100.
But, like, because-
no,
The
you
cops
can
don't care. The
but-
cops don't care unless you have money to pay them off.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
like,
no,
what
you can
I, what I don't
continue to
like-
not
Yeah.
bring up when you're talking about
Yeah.
other races.
What?
Murder.
Yeah. Well, okay. Mexicans
Floyd
get
was murdered.
okay. Mexicans get deported. They get beat up, deported, put in camps, and then sent back, kind of thing. Blacks,
Black Lives
they get murdered. Whites, they just get beat up really bad for the cops. I don't know about Asians.
If
honestly,
Black Lives
apparently to him they just smell,
if
so they
Black
try to stay
Lives-
away.
If Black Lives Matter, why don't Latino
Seb,
lives matter?
Seb.
You know,
The whole point of
Because-
Black Lives Matter is that the
No,
Just
because
'cause
thing
they-
was
no, 'cause
started.
they killed an innocent
Zach,
man.
let me
No,
get this. Zach,
the-
let me do this. Let me do
Okay.
this. Because Latino lives do matter.
yeah.
But was a Latino choked out for 8
No,
minutes?
You see, that's
Okay,
That's the thing.
the Black Lives Matter, the people that created it are scumbags.
Oh, no, I agree with you. Back all the way in
Yeah.
like
When was
2013, 2014.
I think it was
yeah,
like
those people
2015.
were
20, yeah,
scumbags.
those people are
But
terrible.
the message in itself
Yeah.
is what's good about it.
Yeah.
When did that phrase "Black Lives Matter" when did it start making its name for itself?
2013, 2014.
The first-
around wasn't it around Trayvon Martin, Zach? When
the
Trayvon
first time
Martin
I
died?
remember the first time I remember hearing about it was I forget what state it was.
the first time I heard of Black Lives Matter was Trayvon Martin.
It was in some Midwest city, and dude was straight up murdered by a cop. Cop was acquitted, and they destroyed the city.
Yeah, pretty much.
That sounds like
Wasn't that the
every
Baltimore
single
riots?
protest.
No,
But how
wasn't
come
the
there wasn't
Baltimore
protests in 2013 like that, like last year,
What do you mean?
like the Black Lives Matter protests?
Like what
There-
was, it, what
there
was,
were.
the, what was
There
the
were.
kid's
like the
name?
whole community though.
Well,
Yeah,
what was the kid's name, Amari? That one that got shot.
I don't think so.
That was like had like the Arizona tea and Skittles by like the
Trayvon.
Trayvon Martin.
Yeah,
That's Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, there wasn't as bad as of a protest for that. Even
No. There was
I-
some
Trayvon
terrible
But not
protests.
compared- not compared to last
Trayvon
year's.
Martin's death
last
worse?
year. Yeah, of course not compared to
but
last
like
year.
I feel like
for that
Trayvon Martin
time-
should have been worse than the cop because
Was-
it was just a random civilian going out and killing.
Was Trayvon
Yeah.
Martin's death worse than George Floyd?
It is because he was
It
actually a
is
young
because
kid.
he was a young kid, had a promising future, and
Just-
that
but
all
why?
got
Just
that
'cause
all
he's
got
young?
that all got
Mhm.
taken away.
Just
'Cause
because
of
he's
a
young?
stance-
But George
No,
Floyd
no, no,
Shut
no,
the
was a
fuck-
father.
Let me fucking explain,
But
Sebastian.
the
Shut
difference
the fuck
is
up.
he was a kid who was minding his own business.
Yeah.
Had no trouble, nothing, not even counterfeit situation. He was just walking home from like the convenience store.
Yeah, but if it's weird. Like, this is my thing. If you're saying Trayvon Martin, yeah, just because he's young, but then George Floyd, who was
Both
a, who
are
was
a
a
tragedy,
dad, you
but the
see?
way in which
It has, like,
Trayvon
its-
died is what made it worse.
yeah,
Because
Okay.
it's a random
So is
civilian.
death.
It's a random civilian
yeah,
coming up.
Man's
to
just
you
wanted some
on a
Arizona
game.
and Skittles.
yeah.
He literally had Arizona and Skittles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a random man comes up on you with a fucking gun. He's like,
Was he white? I forgot who killed
yeah,
him.
George Zimmerman, fucking white dude. He's like,
Oh, George Zimmerman. Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh man, you're kind of threatening me.
Isn't he also
Stand your
Hispanic?
ground, law. I'm going to kill
white.
you. Like,
I think it was white.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I found the protest. It was the Michael Brown protest.
Michael
The
Brown?
first
That's
time I heard
another
about
tragedy.
BLM.
That's another tragedy.
Hopefully, we don't have any more protests.
Oh, we're gonna have more protests.
There's gonna be more. I know.
we
I
had
know
one.
there's gonna
We had
be
one a
more.
couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one of the year.
And they're still called protesters, not domestic
We're
terrorists.
gonna wrap this up in a little bit,
No, we're
but
not.
yeah, we are. We're gonna wrap this up a little bit.
We're gonna wrap this up.
But big question
In
from
24 minutes.
no, we're not.
Shut up.
1:30.
Yeah.
Are these people that enter the Capitol building? Are they terrorists
Yes.
or
Yes.
rioters?
No.
Both.
That's rioting. That's rioting. You
Listen.
once you break into
Listen,
the
hold up.
buildings, that's rioting.
Hold
But
up.
if you're just out there
My per-
peacefully
these
like,
people-
peaceful-
It was confirmed that there was a bomb found in
Okay.
the Capitol. That is domestic
Okay, but
terrorism.
No,
hold up.
That's rioting
These
and
people
all
that
that,
went
yeah.
into the building were Americans.
Mhm.
How is the world classifying them as terrorists when terrorists are people from
Terrorists.
Terrorists from
doesn't-
your-
No.
You have domestic
Terrorists-
terrorism.
No,
yeah.
listen. Terrorist is not a term that identifies a person from another foreign country coming over to another foreign country to do damage. No, a terrorist is a person who does damage to a country.
I know
9/11.
I just
if an American was piloting one of the planes on 9/11 and he meant to crash into the World Trade Center, he would still be
You
labeled a
remember that
terrorist.
bus?
but that's different
Or the
though.
RV. Hey,
Because these
The
are
Nash- the Nashville bombing?
no like 9/11
that's an international terrorist, domestic
in a,
terrorist.
that
isn't
yeah.
normal.
that incident was involved with a plane. This past Wednesday, it was involved with people entering and damaging stuff.
and also
That's
planning a
rioting.
bomb.
It
That's
was a
rioting.
direct attack on a U.S. government building.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing you can do.
But I don't know. I just
That's basically
That's-
I'm
treason.
like I want to agree and I don't want to agree that these people are terrorists because
okay, Seb.
I just don't.
Seb.
It's like they are and they're not at
Seb.
the same time.
Is committing treason grounds to call someone a terrorist?
America was found on that,
No, I just think
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
isn't there another word for
but they
that?
weren't terrorists. They didn't classify as terrorists.
If
Isn't
they
there-
lost,
isn't
they
there
would have been
another
called
word for that?
terrorists.
If you commit a crime, that is called what
A
is that
crime.
called? What the person that did it?
Criminal.
Yeah,
Criminal.
a criminal. Okay. These people committed a crime. They did like they committed a crime. They
also went
vandalized.
They went into a government building, vandalized it, destroyed
But how
and
is that-
stole
Stole
property.
How is that terrorist?
Murdered a cop.
Also planted a bomb.
They should be called terrorists. They should be called domestic.
I think
terrorists.
he's in like my side. And
I'm down the middle with everything
And then
because
you
I
guys
hate
are, like,
I
on your
hate
own
I
side.
hate both sides. I hate them equally.
I just
Republicans are
don't think
stupid.
they should be called
Democrats are stupid.
terrorist.
They are terrorists.
This is a very like
They're
They are-
criminals.
They are,
I would.
They are 100%
Because, like,
attacking
okay.
our country.
Okay, so in a point, America was founded on the same principles that these guys are going out there doing. They went out. They didn't like what was happening, so they went out and went against their own government.
Here's the
But
thing.
the thing is, what they're doing it about is nothing like people did back in the day. Back then, it was, oh, this man lost legit. Let's go over there and try to protest this guy actually losing legit. Back in American Revolution, it was high taxes, them getting mistreated, all this kind of stuff that actually affected their day-to-day lives. A new president doesn't affect your day-to-day life.
And you got to remember, back then, they weren't labeled as terrorists because we were able to write the history of that event.
Regardless,
So
no,
why are they now?
no,
why are
I
they
feel
classified as
I
terrorists
feel
now?
like they would still be classified as terrorists back then, but they were just called They were called
If
traitors.
if Britain won the war
They would have been
and
classified
we're the
as
ones
terrorists.
writing history, they would be American terrorists.
even in the British like history books, they're not classified as terrorists, even though they're the ones that lost. They can classify them as terrorists.
Because you can't label them as terrorists. We're writing that event.
But but the thing is,
The why? Do you just,
I forget
What- Just 'cause the media-
what they did during that time was direct terrorism.
I forget.
They literally had a whole ass plan to throw tea into a harbor. And not just like any sort of tea. We're talking about tea that was ordered by the country to come over from another country.
In today's money, they got rid of like $5 million worth of tea.
but the difference
Look,
between
listen.
what these people were doing and them.
domestic terrorism, violent criminal acts committed by individuals and or groups to further ideological goals stemming from domestic influences, such as those as political, religious, social, racial, or environmental.
And that's exactly what they did.
So by that term, Black Lives Matter are terrorists, and the Trump supporters are terrorists. By that,
But the thing is,
exactly.
that they're both
Black
domestic.
Lives
because
Matter-
hold on,
Black
because
Lives
if the
Matter
Black Lives
isn't
Matter,
terrorism.
if those people
Because
looted
here's
and
here's-
rioted and
nah,
damaged
'cause you
buildings
you definitely don't
and
know what the
lit
fuck you're
up
talking
cities,
about.
they're both
No, no, no.
classified as
that's
terrorists.
terrorism right there.
Like
Like,
thing
KKK
is,
is
the people
terrorist.
that were
terrorism.
in the riots that were looting and shit, they were not a part of Black Lives Matter.
Wait, but
too
you're
many
not-
people
he's not-
overlooked
no,
that
no,
shit.
He's not
So
understanding. Hold up. He's not-
listen,
let me hold up.
what should happen is the next president should say the Black Lives Matter is terrorist. The MAGA
Black
people,
Lives Matter in itself isn't terrorism.
No,
though.
you're
No,
not listening.
That is protesting
No, you're not
for
listening.
an
Listen.
ideology for the safety
within-
of African American people.
with the
That's not a terrorism
no.
ideology.
Black Panthers be classified as terrorists.
No,
Black Panthers
no.
would be. Yes, they would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Black
what
Panthers,
about-
100%.
Talk about the people that enter the Capitol building, right?
Yeah.
And they damaged. Same thing as the people from the Black Lives Matter protest that went into stores. Same thing.
We're-
You're
no,
They weren't
vandalizing.
Okay.
from the Black Lives Matter
Okay, Mari.
protest, though. That's
Amari.
what I'm telling you.
Okay, well then the thing
No,
with-
they weren't.
There's videos
they
of
weren't.
black
No,
people
There are videos of
from the protest going into stores
Oh,
and
and
just
there
stealing.
are and there are
black.
videos
They're part
of
of the same
people
organization.
from
No, they were marching.
No, okay. So
There's
both
videos of people
There's
marching.
there's a reason why there's a thing called Antifa, and then there's a thing called Black Lives
Dude.
Matter.
Antifa's terrorists.
Antifa is
Yeah,
terrorism.
Of course.
What honestly
that's
needs
a-
to happen though is there needs a president that goes out there and says Antifa's terrorists, KKK is terrorists, the MAGA people are terrorists, Black Lives Matter are terrorists. Everything
No,
that
I
has gone
don't.
out there.
I can't agree with Black Lives Matter being a
If-
terrorist because
If
it's a
Latinos went out
movement.
there and they
like,
started like a
when you say
Latinos
Black
Lives Matter
Lives
kind of
Matter,
thing.
you're saying-
Black Lives
Shut up.
Black Lives Matter
No,
don't.
no. Like if Latinos would have gone out there,
This is
said
getting
Latino
this
Lives
is getting
Matter,
intense right now.
they would have gone out regardless if they were part of the group, looted, destroyed places. I would want them classified as terrorists because I don't want them
Yeah, but
to represent
if they're not,
my
that's the thing.
my
if they're
lifestyle.
not a part of
Your
the
ethnicity.
group,
yeah my ethnicity. I don't want them to represent it.
labeling the whole organization as direct terrorism is what hurts the ideology.
Wasn't the
of
original
protest.
creators of Black Lives Matter trying to go for that though, like for the old feel, or was it just for money?
The people that follow Black Lives Matter weren't going for that.
Yeah.
Like every time like we did protests and shit, like I can tell you the protests I went to. It was the most peaceful shit ever. I went on a whole college campus for a protest. And we literally went there, University of Memphis. We went there, we had a whole ass speech about why this is important. We kneeled, and then that was it.
Oh, the one in Dallas that was totally different.
To storm the Capitol.
That is what protesting is. That is what Black Lives Matter is.
Listen,
we want peaceful protesting. We don't want
The one in Dallas that was that was
that's the thing.
terrorist.
Those are people that are like, oh yeah, man, like we have all these people down here. Let's cause some shit. We can freely steal some shit and nobody's gonna fucking notice. That's what that is.
I feel
but
like
Black Lives Matter.
but that's considered terrorism.
But Black Lives Matter.
No, not
being
black. No,
considered-
not Black Lives. Those people that looted. That's
But the
terrorism
thing
right
is,
there, right?
It's
But
unfortunate
you're
they're
roping
lumped-
them in with Black Lives
Same thing as
Matter, and
this.
That's
Yeah,
no.
That's
the
got a
thing,
point.
The thing at the
It's-
fucking
no,
no,
he's-
the thing at the Capitol.
But that no.
Everybody went in there.
Not everybody.
It was like, yeah, let's do this shit.
The Capitol is
Not everybody.
the
'Cause there was
Capitol
some
is a
people that was
higher
just
up.
then we can't classify all MAGA people as terrorists.
And why you say that?
Because the ones that wanted to go out there and not raid the building, just protest the kind of thing, they're the ones that get bad names because of the people that went in there.
You get that.
But then we should
But
still.
you're saying, but we should
no,
still. You
Of
get
MAGA
that.
people
But you're also
singing-
saying that
No,
we
no,
need to
no.
label Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
I get that. No, I get that.
I
But
saw a
they
video yesterday.
should still be classified as terrorists. The MAGA people.
I saw a video
Regardless of
yesterday.
not all of them.
I
Even though
saw
the
a
bad
video
ones.
yesterday. These MAGA people, not the ones that went into the Capitol. There was an outer group singing Christian music and all
Yeah.
that. Are those terrorists?
No.
Just because they're part of the group?
They're
the people
shit
that went
people,
in,
but they're not terrorists.
They're not terrorists.
But the people that went in
Okay.
with violent intents, they're terrorists.
Okay, time out. But these people, yeah, exactly. These people that went inside, right, and smashed windows and vandalized everything.
Stole stuff.
Same thing as during when the Black Lives Matter protest was on. All these people vandalizing. It's the same thing. The same thing that they did, vandalizing and stealing and smashing and burning.
But they're not the main
cities
people.
up.
They're not the main people.
They're not the
which
main.
Is why you
They're
can't
not the main
say
people in the Black Lives
a
Matter
whole
protest,
organization
but
is
they
a
were still
terrorist
part of
group.
it.
But the thing is,
But they were still part of like the scene.
They weren't a part of Black Lives Matter. That's why you can't say Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization.
But if you look at the
Because
Middle East,
why would a terrorist organization's whole message be, let's try to stop the violence towards African American people? Does that sound
No,
like
but
a
what I'm-
terrorist ideology?
There's videos, there's evidence of people in the protest damaging and going into buildings.
And there are also videos of people within the protest actively trying to stop the rioters.
And
Yeah,
there's also
but those
videos
people
of
are
military
terrorists.
force.
I think there's
military force starting those.
I
riots.
also feel I think there's also people out there for the DC stuff that try to stop the people from going in.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
there are.
it's a bad thing to lump the people that just genuinely want to peacefully protest out there with the people that do bad.
Exactly.
But it's something that needs to happen to create a more peaceful group.
But the thing is,
If you go
if
out
they
there
get
and you create
the thing
more
is,
peaceful
if
Black
they
Lives
get
Matter-
if they get labeled as
Yeah.
terrorists, it makes it way, and I mean
Listen,
way
I'm not
harder to
understanding
even do
this.
that.
Listen.
Just because it's a U.S. building, that's terrorist. But what if this happened in a mall, for example? That's not U.S. property.
It is U.S. property.
You mean
Is
the
he was-
you mean
Well,
what the Unabomber
is it-
did
well,
because
No,
he's a
like,
terrorist?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like local.
Okay. Well, we're also
You
lumping.
mean Nashville because they're a terrorist?
we also lumping in people because if you go to like
We
the
don't know
Middle-
if that was terrorist or not. We don't know that yet.
like okay, no, listen. You know
We
how
don't know. It could have been an American.
Sebastian.
Yeah, that's
The
domestic
terrorist, yeah,
terrorism.
but we don't know if it was a domestic from like another country
Seb,
or if
the,
it was one of our own here.
the term terrorism does not just mean Muslim.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to
But,
say.
Okay.
but that's what you're
Okay,
treating
These-
well,
it
the
no,
Irish
no,
people
no,
are
no.
terrorists. Like
These
the,
people
Oh, the
that-
NRA?
Yeah, NRA.
Oh yeah, the
No,
NRA,
no,
the
I know
NRA are
that.
No,
terrible.
okay. Well, like we also like the thing about like America as a whole. We also lump in most Islamic people as terrorists, regardless of the thing.
Yeah.
There's people out there protesting, but because they're Muslim, they get put into the terrorists.
That's most of our concepts. When I see a Muslim,
And know
when I'm-
who majority does that? Trump supporters.
everyone. No, it's everyone in America. Most I know
I-
liberal.
you
I know
can't
liberals.
say Trump supporters because
I know liberals that
that are
classify
not Trump supporters.
most Middle Easterns as terrorists, regardless if they're, good or bad. It's just a thing that Americans are bred to believe, regardless.
Why
on
do you
both
say
sides.
that they're all Trump supporters?
because they
Because
actively
the
say
media.
it.
The media.
Yeah, it's it's
Bro,
ignorance.
it's-
It's left-sided ignorance
ignorance.
mixed with right-sided
You
ignorance.
can't believe
Everyone,
you can't believe everything that everybody's
Yeah.
a Trump supporter and they're terrorists and just because
even though Trump
No.
supporters are stupid, most of them.
me.
Yeah, you are stupid.
You are very stupid.
But not
But
because
I'm
you're a
not
Trump
like
supporter.
that. I'm not like that.
Yeah, no. But the thing is,
I wouldn't
majority
fucking
of
go
Americans
in a Capitol.
are bred regardless because of 9/11.
Yeah,
Most Americans.
like when you get put in like elementary school, middle school, and they teach you about 9/11, the one thing they bring out the most is, hey, these people
yeah,
were Middle Eastern.
but they're not. Like majority of the
And
people
you get
over
the
there.
concept. That sticks with you
Yeah.
when you grow up. As soon as you see a Muslim person, oh, watch out! Like if you're in a plane, oh, watch out! Something might happen.
You want to know what's classified as a terrorist group in America? Juggalos. They're actually classified as a terrorist group.
People talk mad shit on juggalos. Legit juggalos are some of the nicest
But
people I've met.
it's classified as like a gang and like terrorist
Yeah.
group and all that, which is stupid. They do nothing. Why are they classified as terrorists? Yet the KKK, all these people over there, regardless of both sides, causing violence. Antifa, the Proud Boys, they're not classified as terrorists, but yet Juggalos. Why?
It's juggalos.
See? It's a debate
My,
that
my main problem with the Capitol shit. Why are
You know what
Black
it
Lives
is?
Matters protesters being labeled as rioters,
It's you know why?
and
because there's
and the
evidence.
Capitol
Zach,
because
protesters are
there's
still being
people
labeled
from the
as
protest
protesters.
in the Black
Zach,
Lives Matter that entered
You know what
buildings.
you know what it is? For the right wingers, for the trumpets, it's the Proud Boys that are in there going causing problems for the people that are actually trumpets that just want to go out there protest regardless if they're out to intend harm. And then for the Black Lives Matter, you have Antifa in there going
But
around.
the media
Yeah.
is labeling the Black Lives Matter
Yeah.
group as rioters and the Capitol raiders as protesters.
No, but the thing
No.
is,
Why are they not being
No,
called?
No,
the
they're
media
not.
is labeling them as terrorist. That's what the media is
you
saying.
have the Proud Boys and you have Antifa to blame for Black Lives Matter and the maggots.
insurrection as an act
Do not call them maggots. I will
Or
not accept
instance
this type
of-
of disrespect
of
for Slipknot
revolting
fans.
against civil authority or an established government.
He's added T to MAGA.
Listen, that's what he says. To storm the Capitol, to smash windows, to occupy offices on the floor of the United States Senate, through desk on the House of Representatives, threatening the safety of duly elected officials. This is what Biden said. It's not protest, it's insurrection. Which
Yeah.
is
What needs to happen?
which is I agree to that, but at the same point, I don't want to say they're terrorist. I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing. By calling them terrorists,
You know what you need to
why
do?
can't we just say
Technically.
they're rioters and they're criminals?
Technically
Because
speaking,
they're criminals, right?
They're criminals.
Yeah.
any group that goes out to celebrate after their team wins, like the Super Bowl, the NBA championship, they do the same shit. They could be labeled as terrorists.
They should be
Not really.
because the Eagles go.
Yeah, some people go.
Some.
fucking wild.
Philly?
No, yeah, Philly. No, but like,
in Philly, they damage stuff.
well, you know how Antifa.
we flipped cars.
Okay,
Hey, hey, listen.
that's terrorism, right?
The Eagles fans should be classified as terrorists.
Because like out of this conversation, what I'm thinking is people who do this stuff, who enter buildings, smash windows, and destroy things. What I'm getting out of this conversation is that they're all terrorists, basically.
Yeah, Antifa terrorists, Proud Boys.
People in the
terrorists.
Black Lives Matter protests, not the Black
No,
Lives
no,
Matter.
no. It's Antifa. Antifa will go in
Those
there
people.
and
There's
infiltrate.
videos that
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
they're terrorists too.
media lumps Antifa and Black Lives Matter together, MAGA people and Proud Boys together, regardless if they are.
Why didn't the media call these people terrorists?
What?
From the Black Lives Matter protests that
The
entered
Antifa?
buildings.
Because they're left wing. The left wing don't want to call them terrorists because
Oh, but you want to call
yeah, the
Trump
Antifa-
supporters
Antifa
like
needs to be
Antifa
classified as
terrorists.
terrorists.
Antifa was close to being labeled terrorists.
They need
Yeah.
to. There needs to be terror. Like they need to be terrorists. They need to get shunned and all that stuff. But like when Antifa, like you know how they're going out there and doing stuff. Antifa members can leave the country, go start another one, go find your own country. Same with Proud Boys. Leave the country and go find your own. Don't try to fucking ruin America.
The main problem with
The
labeling
only reason why the media says that these Trumpers are terrorists because they don't like Trump
yeah.
and they think he's the worst.
Yeah, because they lump like Fox News lumped Antifa with Black Lives Matter, CNN and all.
You
them.
guys have to realize.
Yeah,
you
like
guys have to realize that.
CNN lumps Proud Boys and MAGA together. People, the Black Lives Matter and Antifa are labeled together by Fox. They're both.
What if these people weren't Trump supporters? They would have not been called terrorists.
Oh shit, I would still call them terrorists.
Guarantee you,
what.
the media would
And-
not say that, right? Guarantee you, the media would call them. The media would call them rioters,
Well, okay,
criminals, and that's
if
it.
Trump would have won, and the Black Lives Matter and Antifa would have gone in there, and Antifa would have gone inside, do you think they would really be labeled as terrorists? Do you think AOC and Biden would go out there and condemn them?
Yeah.
Probably not. You know how they are.
It is an attack on the government.
In all honesty, I don't think Biden or AOC would say stop doing it. No, they wouldn't. Both sides need to get their shit together, create more parties than just the two main ones, and shun everything that bad that happens. I didn't see AOC or Biden sit there and say for Antifa to stop looting and rioting and all that.
These are their names: rioters, insurrectionists, goons, thugs, and domestic terrorists. Though all five of those are different things. they're not the same.
But
They're not
at
the same.
the core, they have.
They somewhat, they're similar, obviously, but
Goon's such a fun word to say.
rioters and insurrectionists. That's what I would classify as
Right.
these people that enter the building.
Major problem that would come from labeling Antifa as terrorism is because it started as an ideology
Yeah.
that's just anti-fascist.
Yeah.
Because
If they become a terrorist organization, anyone that agrees that fascism is bad and is anti-fascist could be labeled as a terrorist.
The thing is, you can do that, but still not be Antifa. Antifa's the ones going out there
That's
causing destruction.
That's the problem with labeling things as terrorist organizations,
Yeah.
though. Because
Well, then
right
no-
here, it
nothing-
says right
thing
here.
is, like, when you get labeled as a terrorist organization, you have like a certain ideal,
Yeah.
and like a casual person probably follows like a little bit percentage of
Yeah.
that ideal. They're gonna get branded as a
Yeah.
terrorist too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, regardless, just label them. You know what? Just do it. It'll stop it.
if these people are terrorists,
Antifa's definitely terrorist.
why
They probably are terrorists.
why aren't they put in jail for the rest of their lives?
They are.
They're not.
Which happened though?
Dude,
It's like
if the cop that killed the Kenosha dude doesn't even go to jail, what makes you think these people would? Because the cop that killed was white.
yeah,
Was it?
he got bailed out. He got bailed out. That's why.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
The guy who killed
The
George Floyd.
Kenosha.
Oh.
Thing? No.
Yeah.
The other Kenosha in Milwaukee, whatever. It says here, individuals accused of domestic terrorism are prosecuted differently than others. This is the big issue because of the United States, because of our special protections, especially around the First Amendment, people are offered greater protections to engage in extremism. Prosecuting somebody for international terrorism, by comparison, requires less of an offensive and lower levels of evidence.
Well, okay. Well, then if you're going by Antifa, just the idea of fascism is bad.
Yeah.
Well, then the Proud Boys shouldn't be labeled as terrorists because they like their country. They like their country enough to freedom fighters. That's pretty much kind of like, even though that's an insult to freedom fighters, that's still in the same term as them because they're willing to fight for what they believe in. Then there should be no terrorist groups ever, because Al Qaeda, they're labeled as terrorists, but they're fighting for what they
That's
believe in.
terrorist.
But they're fighting for their religion.
That's
and-
terrorist right
No,
there.
but I'm saying, but they're fighting for what they believe in and their religion. Then they can't be classified as terrorists because they're fighting for what they believe in, because everyone else isn't Muslim or whatever.
You see, look, when it comes to the Black Lives Matter, there is no credible case for labeling it a terrorist organization. One analysis of the Black Lives Matter protests found that 93% were
Proud Boys.
peaceful,
Yeah.
and some of the violent
It
incidents at the rallies were
started-
simply opportunistic
started-
vandalism. You see? Vandalism is what happened in the Capitol. Same thing as,
But
Black Lives
but the
Matter.
difference
There was
between
also a bomb.
okay, but do we know who and how that bomb, or is it a certain individual or a group? Is it a terrorist from
You can
another country?
you can easily,
Or is it one of these Trump
you
supporters?
can easily come to the conclusion. January 6th. Government was in there.
Yeah.
It got raided. They found a bomb after the raid.
there should be no terrorist groups then. Zach.
I just
With-
don't.
with
I'm not convinced. I'm not. I can't say convinced. I'm not gonna say they're terrorists right now because it's just not the right word to call these people. Rioters and insurrectionists and criminals is what I would call them. I wouldn't call them terrorists because
there should be no terrorists. Fuck it, free world.
But-
Do whatever you want. The Assassin's Order should be labeled as terrorists.
The
Templars should be
like
less so as
Al-Qaeda.
terrorists.
Groups like Al Qaeda,
Yeah.
ISIS. Yes, it's majority based within their religion.
Yeah,
They still actively call for death to America.
not all of them.
you see.
Not,
So
not
what
all
about-
of Al Qaeda.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all of ISIS.
Not all of them.
What about
Majority-
all of them.
Majority of them.
ISIS
Not
is
all of them.
ISIS is terrorism.
Exactly.
right
You
there.
have to look
That's
at both
terrorism.
sides. Not all of them.
What about individuals and groups that have been credibly linked to violence in Kenosha, Minneapolis,
Like
Portland,
group-
and other cities?
A group
Where
in
does
America.
Antifa fit in? Or the right-wing militia
Hey,
type group?
If anyone's down the middle, it's me. Who the fuck did you vote for? Biden. You voted for Trump. Who'd you vote for, Amari?
For Kanye.
I voted for Kanye. I voted for Kanye. I'm the
Oh,
guy
wait. Fun fact. My county in Memphis, everybody voted for Kanye.
I voted for Kanye because you know what? Both sides suck. I'd rather not.
So there is a major problem with people like directly down the middle, because like this like everything I see for is like taking it to an extreme, but you have the right. They're like groups like the KKK. The problems they're like kill the Jews. We don't like the
Everyone's
Jews.
like that.
And then
Egyptians.
and then
Why
the
weren't
left.
Egyptians classified as terrorists? Because they want to kill the Jews.
They're dead.
They're still alive. Go to Egypt.
And then you see the left, and you're like, no, you can't kill the Jews. They're people. They have rights. And then you have centrists. They're like, we can kill like 10 Jews.
Like,
Do whatever you
no,
want.
if the White House blows up by Americans,
that's terrorism.
that's terrorism. But that's different from marching, protesting, vandalizing, going inside a building and destroying things.
No. What else is terrorism?
That's not terrorism.
Raiding a government building.
He's got a point.
If I
Okay,
walked
but
in, if I walked into the Capitol by myself with an AR-15 and 2 AKs, I would be labeled a terrorist.
Probably not. You'd be fine.
He's an American.
Yeah, no. If you
He's
do it
white.
peacefully and for a fact you know that it's not loaded and you let people know it's not loaded, you'll be fine.
You'll probably get arrested.
I walked into the Capitol with a bomb, fully armed.
Yes, because a bomb.
That one guy that brought the bomb
Our
should be classified as a
mentality
terrorist.
is that a bomb is classified as a terrorist act.
The peaceful protesters, the whatever percent there was
We're gonna
that
wrap this up.
didn't go into the Capitol, they're fine. They're just
idiots.
The people that raided the Capitol are terrorists.
You know what I'm for? I'm for if you want to blow up the fucking Capitol, go do it. If you want to go out there and loot buildings, go do it. But you know what? If you're
You
upset
just
with
shouldn't do it. That shouldn't even be a thought
Yeah.
in general. You shouldn't do that at all.
if you want to do it, just do it. You know, the thing is, you deal with the
I
consequences.
don't care if it's a little supermarket that you invade and you just don't
Play
do
stupid
that.
game, win stupid prize.
That's
yeah,
just
exactly.
dumb.
If you want to blow up the Capitol, you know what? You can do it. But you know what? You're going to be in trouble for it. If you start your own revolution, that's you. You know what? I'm going to be doing my own thing. If you guys want to go raid the Capitol, destroy America, I'm going to be playing video games in my room and not give a shit. I'm going to be playing music. You know what? I'm not going to give a shit because you know what? I'm doing what I'm doing. But I also feel that the people that are upset with the government for not, having basic health rights, something that we should fight about. We should be a capitalist socialist country. We should have free healthcare in college for everyone. But we should still have the idea of you can get rich off of your ideas.
So,
if you look at it, the most successful countries in America or in the world that are, number one in everything, they have free healthcare, but you can also go out and become a capitalist country. It's both. It's a mix of both.
The mindset of go out, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
It's America.
It's wrong.
It's America. That's what America was
Because
founded on.
Eventually, something's going to come around, and they're going to come after you at some point.
You know what I do? Oh, guess what? Guess what I'm going to have? A rocket launcher license. Some fuckers try to steal my property. Boom, bitch. You're gone. I have a gun. You try to come on my property. I shoot you. Sure, I may die if I kill someone that's tried to invade my house. But guess what? If they're coming after me, I'll put up a fucking fight. I don't care if I die. I already want to die.
That kind of turned.
Whoa there.
dark, buddy.
Well, we've gone for at least an hour and 30. We're gonna wrap
Do
things
what
up.
America, do what you want.
What
Just deal
a
with the consequences.
intense conversation and debate we just had for the last half an hour.
Healthcare and free school for everyone.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube
Communist?
channel.
What?
You communist?
The Untitled
No.
Podcast. Make sure to check
So
us out on
capitalist.
Instagram at
Social
_ the
capital.
Untitled Podcast. Make sure you're wearing a mask.
Make
Wash
sure
your
to
hands.
bring hand sanitizer with you.
Hopefully
Stay 6 feet away.
6 feet away. Hopefully we have a good year this year.
It's the start.
2021.
We'll just keep updating
Day 10 out of 365. But for me, Seb, Joe, Amari, Zach, we're out.
Love you guys.
I love
Peace.
you.
Do what you want, America.
Peace.
Love you.